300, 400 billion? Okay. We will face tank Lilith. You just stand at the start, please. So she spawns like... I think we can go down here, look. Yep, it works. She can do her waves. But we do not falter on this rogue. We just face tank everything. No cooldown on our ultimate. Literally just blast. Look. We stand in all the stuff. It doesn't matter. Here's the waves. It doesn't do anything. Oh, Lilith is dead. Okay, second phase. So there's no cooldown on our ultimate whatsoever. Like, we just spam it. We go very fast with it. I got 51k. It's not that crazy. I can get like up to 80, I think, if I have really good gear. My gear is like, you know, it's like 20 hours on this rogue. We're gonna get way better gear. Okay, here, guys, we do the same thing. So try to position. Okay, we're just playing piano. My left hand is just playing piano. And we're just gonna stick here. This is like the easiest little skill you can do, guys, with this build. It's just Death Trap Rogue. You just stand here. And she's gonna do all the mechanics, but it matters not. Because we can't die. And I'm even carrying another 3 people here. So you see here all the stuff is going on. Yes, that's fine. I can move my mouse, but I really don't have to. You know, we can just relax. Piano with the left. And we'll have to wait like 10 more seconds. She's gonna be on top of us. And, well, then she's gonna die. And now here she comes. And boom, sayonara, Lilith. That's pretty chill. You can help your friends get the T1, get all the boss powers rolling and going. Okay, my friends, this is the Death Trap Rogue here, fighting Belial. So what I do in front of the fight, I press F, it lights the skull chops, then I basically just piano ER and hold down Q. Not really much else to do, and this build's insane. Boom, Belial just dies. 100 billion in his face every time we do the trap. And then we can, like, you know, take this chest. And we can do it again if we like. So you get some items, okay. So again, piano, ER, hold Q. You don't need your dash here. You press F before he spawns. Then you just keep spamming. Boom, dead. That's the hardest boss in the game. Torment 4, Belial. We have infinite cooldown. We also have infinite movement speed if we like. So we're going to open this again. And we can just basically dash around. You see, basically right now I'm holding Q and I'm just pressing dash. It's like resetting all the time. And yeah, this build is amazing, and this class rocks. Let's go. Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Welcome to what I think is one of the most fun and OP builds in this season. This is the Death Trap Rogue. It's incredible. As you saw in the intro, it can one-shot the T4 bosses, it can do pit 100, it can do billions of damage, it overpowers with every hit. You also have infinite mobility. Look at this here, for example. Like, we can just basically blast all around, and this is an amazing build, but I'm getting many questions from you guys about this build, and I only recently started playing this. You can see I have about 19 hours played on this character, so I don't know all the ins and outs of this build yet, but I'm gonna just explain it to you, like, very simple of me learning this build. If you want more details, I very much recommend Mippy, one of the GG Rogue creators here. He made a video guide on that as well. There's also a written guide on Maxwell. We have the planners because I'm playing like a slightly different version. I have a non-Uber and an Uber planner here. Disclaimer as well, you will need unique items for this. This doesn't work for leveling, but it's an extremely strong endgame build. And if you just have a few hours played and you have the eyes in the dark, you can already start playing this build. But look here, when I'm basically just start attacking, like how crazy the numbers are going here. Like, we're flying here 200 billion and basically it overpowers on every hit. 200 billion again, but there's like certain mechanics to make this work, and we just want to like I'm going to show you my character, and we're going to like quickly go over it. So the main reason that we can overpower with this build is Banished Lord Talisman, and this one makes our core skills overpower when we spend resources. So we need 275 resources. This is what I have right now. So whenever I click my death trap, it overpowers. Like, every time it overpowers. And the reason I get my energy back, whenever I press my death trap, you see it doesn't cost, it looks like it doesn't cost me anything. But in reality, it spends all my resources and it regains the resources. Our Death Trap becomes a core skill because of the Scoundrel's Leathers. You see here, many people miss this. The Inherit, your Death Trap is considered, or your Trap skills is considered a core skill. So this is how we overpower on every hit, basically. Like if I just press this, like you see it already overpowers every time. And how we get back the energy is one of the passives here that is called Aftermath. You have to do some math here, guys, because there are a bit of a requirements to overpower on every hit. But even if you don't, overpower on every hit, you're still gonna be fine and you're gonna overpower on every second hit. But Aftermath with Banished Lords basically makes us overpower all the time. And then we also want to reduce the cooldown of our Death Trap here. And the way we do that is we have a bunch of cooldown reduction. So especially if you're starting out the build, there's a very strong temper here on the ring slot, which is Death Trap cooldown reduction. And this one is very strong. If you don't have a Starless Sky or something, you can get this twice. And it's going to help you a lot with these, having all this available. And then you have the key passive here. Preparation, so your class specialty. If you're spending resources, also your ultimate cooldown goes down. So as long as you have 15 or less seconds of cooldown on Death Trap, and we can easily achieve this with this temper, or again, if you have a Shaco, also with a Shaco. If not, then you can just play a second temper. And then you see, I just spam my Death Trap, and it doesn't even have any cooldown whatsoever. So I could just spam this forever without it ever changing. And then also our Death Trap resets our other cooldowns, again, thanks to the specialization. So we can basically just piano play all the cooldowns here. And this is how we do crazy damage. And also we can dash around all the time. We're just like a super versatile build, basically. We're going to talk about the boss powers and stuff as well. But that's the main principle of the build, guys. You spend 275 resources, you instantly regain it. That procs your runes, that procs you overpower, that procs like a ton of different damage multipliers. That gives you insane DPS with the Beastfall boots. And in this planner here, like obviously I don't have much written here. Again, there's a full written guide on Maxroll as well. But I only have like the breakpoints to hit to like really play this build in the end game. It's not super easy to reach. But once you reach it, guys, this is a crazy powerhouse. So these are the three things you need. 275 resources. We're going to explain how to get there. Rank 10 to the Aftermath passive. This one gives you the resources back after you spend it. And then you also need the Death Trap cooldown below 15 seconds, right? Like you hover your skill. It needs to say, mine says 14.36. It needs to say below 15. And then this works. Like I'm just holding Q, right? I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding Q. And look at, it's already hitting for 50 billion. I'm not even spamming, pressing any other skill. I just press Q. That's it. Yeah, so this build is literally insane. Okay, so I'm going to show you my gear. And then again, there is also a non-Uber version. It's a little bit harder to play without a Shaco, but it works. It totally works. Just like no Uber uniques here. So you'll have to get like the galvanizing. This one gives you extra energy. That makes up for the missing energy on the Shaco. And then you just play Umbrus here for some toughness. And that's the non-Uber version. But we're going to focus about the version that I play here. This is the Uber version if you already have a Shaco. But again, the non-Uber version here works too. But we're going to do the math with my character and the breakpoints with my character. So this is my gear. I'm playing Harlequin's Crest. I need a double maximum resource roll crit here. If you don't have GA resource, you need to hit Masterwork resource twice. And this gives me this 275. You need 275, because then your every hit is overpower. Like you just, every time is overpower. So you need this, Masterwork it twice. Then we are playing the Scoundrel's Leathers here. This one gives, again, makes my ultimate skill a core skill. And this one just allows the Banished Lords to trigger. And that's what you need for the build. So you need these items. You need the Scoundrels, you need the Eyes, and you need the Beastfall boots. Like, else I would not recommend playing this build. You don't need the Banished if you're just starting, but long term you want it. So then we are rocking here Xal. This is just another multiplier. It gives us, whenever we cast an ultimate skill, which it is, we cast an ultimate skill all the time. We get 20 life, and 20 life is an extra multiplier for our overpower stuff. Then on the gloves here, we just play another multiplier. It's stun grenades, give us multiplicative damage, and this is a stun grenade tag as well. So this is just a 1.45x multi. And core skill ranks, keep in mind, guys, our ultimate, again, is a core skill. So the core skill ranks work really well. Ideally, you want a triple crit core skill, but also life is also fine because life is a multiplier to overpower, and we overpower on every hit. And then the pants here, you want high secondary, and here I think it's very important. I was lucky, I got GA on Master, I got a GA on Aftermath, but if you don't have it, you can still decide to masterwork it. You know, like if you don't have GA, just masterwork the Aftermath to get to rank 10, because you need this. You need this on rank 10 to get, you know, we spend 275 energy, and with this passive, we get 250 back. But then you might ask, okay, Rob, but if I spend 275 and I only gain 250, there's still 25 missing, right? But you need to check the key passive. We use momentum, and this one here on the third line has energy generation. So whenever we have our momentum stacks, which we get with, when we enter an area, we have to get the momentum stacks. I'm going to go out here for a second and just show you what I do whenever I enter a run. And we're going to do a practice pit later as well. But whenever you enter a new area, you need to stack momentum again, right? And what we do, we just dash. You see, I dash, and it gives me momentum here. Like you see this momentum, this is the buff here. So we just stack our momentum. You can use Death Trap, and you can also use Shadow Step. So boom, 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 we stack our momentum. Death Trap again, boom, boom, boom. Okay, and now our momentum is 10. Now we're good for the entire run, basically. We have our momentum at 10, and now we get all this energy back. Don't ask me why it says 275 out of 274, but it works. So now that we have our momentum, we have this 10 times 3% extra energy generation, and with that, we get like about 300 energy back every time we cast. And it looks like we don't even spend, but we spend and generate instantly. And that's how we overpower. You see, the Banished Lord never goes away, but we trigger it all the time. So this is how it goes, basically. You see, we're just spamming this, boom, 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 boom. And that works. So pretty cool stuff. 7 to Aftermath. Again, if you don't have GA, I recommend masterworking this. If you don't have this Aftermath, it's fine if your Death Trap in the beginning overpowers on every second hit. Let's say you're only spending 200 resource, you don't have 275 yet, you're spending 200 energy, you need 2 hits. So every second hit will overpower. That's also fine. Obviously, in the end, you really want these breakpoints because it's going to more than double your damage, right? Instead of every second hit, you do damage on every hit. So very good. Aftermath plus 7 ranks. Then we have the Beastfall boots. Also here, really important. You need this greater affix and double hit. You need the greater affix either on Shaco or on the boots to be able to overpower on every hit, because you need this energy. And on top of this, we're also using the Elixir of Resourcefulness, right? So this is what gives us 275. I'm going to go out here again without momentum. And we're going to go back in. I'm going to drink another potion. So this is how my energy looks unbuffed. I'm just going to drink crit potion. So this is my energy unbuffed. 186, right? I get energy from Shaco, and I get it from the Beastfall boots. Then we drink the potion, and now we have 211. And now we stack our momentum, and you see 211. Every momentum stack we have, it goes up. See, it goes up. Boom, it goes up even more. I'm going to go slow here, guys. We're going to go like into all the details. So, boom. And then once we are at 10, again, use Death Trap to reset it. Like, you can just stack it faster. Once we are at 10, you have exactly 275. I think there's just some rounding error because we have more maximum energy than we have minimum, but this works. So, either GA resource here, double masterwork, and GA resource here, double masterwork. You only need one of them, right? So this really works well, and then you have the breakpoint. And then drink the potion, stack your momentum, and you're good on energy. So we have the breakpoints reached. And then for the cooldown, I told you already, we basically just have the Death Trap cooldown. If you don't have a Starless Sky, or if you don't reach the cooldown, just play a normal ring. Just play a normal ring, like in the non-Uber version. Like, play this ring, put 35 extra energy here, like early on, and put Death Trap Temper. It's going to help you with the cooldown. It's going to make it so easy. Just don't play Starless Sky in the very start if you're struggling to reach those breakpoints, because it's much easier. You get extra 35 energy from that aspect, and it's very good. Again, the non-Uber version is also linked in the description. So that's how we get the breakpoints. Then we have just a bunch of damage multipliers. We have the weapon here. Overpower damage, max life, all the overpower juice, chance for Death to double hit, big ultimate, and then Pog Vex. Pog Vex is amazing. We spend all the resources with every hit, and we get Vex +3 skill ranks. Alternatively, you can also play but I really like Vex. Or you can play Jar if you want to speed farm. But Vex is biggest DPS. And we already, like, you know, insanely fast. Like, we don't really... You know, you can also teleport, but, like, this is already, like, insane speed. Like, literally insane speed. So we're already blasting, like, crazy fast. And again, I'm just holding Q, and then I tap. I tap W. Hold Q, tap W. And then on top of this, you can piano these, because Concealment gives you Vulnerable, and Shadow Imbuement gives you more damage. But you don't even need this. If you're just starting out the build, guys, we'd be fine playing these 2 spells. So you can maybe make a run like this. Like these 2 spells, this is going to be fine to just kill everything, basically. The rest is just buffing it, right? Like these 2 spells like already work. Like you don't have to stand still or something. Like let me actually go somewhere. I'll show this to you real quick, just spontaneously. So we're just going to go to the Helltide. We're only going to use 2 spells. That's it. There's timestamps below, by the way, guys, if this video gets too long. I just wanted to get all the details out. And you can always use the timestamps to navigate to wherever you want to go. So you see here, now we're building up the momentum stacks. Takes a little longer now that we don't have Shadow Step. But yeah, this is Torment 4. This is the hardest difficulty in the game. We already have 2 button build, right? And it's insane. Like, we just go. Freaking nuts. So here, pack, boom, 1 shot. I don't know what else we have here. Some stuff. But yeah, everything melts. T4, we would 1-shot the main. Like, we're still hitting for billions. Everything dies. So yeah. This build's amazing, guys. Yeah, if you want to have some fun this season, guys, this is the build, man. This is the build. See, so it's not really that complicated doing your rotation. And then the other stuff, you know, like you can add it and it's gonna, like, you know, help you a bit, but you don't need it, man. You don't need it. It's not really like necessary to have all that stuff, you know, like 2-button build, this works. You can probably do like Pit 50 with these 2-button builds. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go back to that training dummy. I always like test stuff on the training dummy, so this is like top right of Overshot for those of you who are wondering. Because here you can have like some very nice testing. And then we put the skills back here, of course. We want Concealment. So Concealment, Vulnerable, Shadow Imbuement, more DPS. You just piano this, basically. And then we have the Caltrops. We only use this against the boss. It basically increases damage that they take. And then we have the Shadow Step. This one is also used for extra mobility if you need. And also it gives you some Paragon bonuses. But it's not really a big deal, you know, like those 2 buttons, like they just work. We stack momentum again. Boom, momentum is stacked to 10. And then we can blast here. Okay. Last 2 items here, we have Opportunist, just another multiplier. Make sure that the chance for Death Trap on the weapon, on both the weapons, or even on 3 if you don't have Doombringer yet, make it 100%. There's no point going beyond 100% chance for Death Trap to deal double damage, because even if you have 120%, you're still only going to deal double damage. So you just want 100%. I have a bit overkill here. And especially if you don't have Doombringer yet, you don't need to masterwork this at all, because you're just going to have 100% either way. So if you don't have Doombringer, you just copy this weapon again, and you put like a vehement aspect on it. I have it in the planner here. So if you don't have Doombringer, you're going here again. You just put vehement. Whenever you cast ultimate, you're getting 1.3x, right? So, but Doombringer, ultimately, you want max life GA. I don't have it yet, but I got lucky on the triple crit first hit. So this is my Doombringer right now. Then Starless Sky. Obviously, our Death Trap, again, is a core skill thanks to those chests. I didn't even masterwork it. This build is just so strong, you know? So the core skill, we benefit from the ranks, and we want attack speed triple crit here, ideally, because like we're going to be attacking like super fast, and attacking is directly scaling our damage. Then we have the ring here, and also another multiplier for stun grenades, and our Death Trap is a stun grenade. And here, again, the cooldown is very important. If you have a really good roll, you can just masterwork the max life. Like, my ring is not good. I'm out of Obduxite, so we're going to be farming some more Obduxite to get that. And then the Banished Lords. Ideally, you want a triple crit on max life. You play Rubies for overpower in the weapons, and you play diamonds for resistance in the ring slot. So you see my resistance is like, I'm like always X69, like I'm always like, or very close to the cap basically. And then you could use armor. I can roll armor here on the gloves. However, I think this build is so tanky. This build is incredible tanky because you get like a barrier, and like if you play this build, guys, and you're able to spam your death trap, like you will not die. So I'm just like not even wanting to go for the armor cap. See, I have like 500, and if I roll armor here, it gives me another like 300. And then you can use, you know, the buffs here. I'm using extra dex, extra life, extra res and armor, and then again the resource elixir, right? And this is putting you to 1,000 armor if you like it. If you roll it here, you can roll your ring to res and your gloves to armor. However, I just decided to roll dex. I just want more DPS, man. We are playing in softcore, but if you're playing in hardcore, this is what I have in the planner as well. I definitely recommend you, you know, you go armor here. So you do this, you go armor here, and then you do like one all res roll on your rings. You see here resistance to all elements, and then everything would be kept, right? Like put the res roll, put another skull in, get the armor, and you'd be armor and res kept with my Paragon board. However, I think if you're playing softcore, this is overkill. You don't even need it. Like you're gonna be so tanky. I'd rather just get dex or attack speed to get more DPS. It's all about DPS, guys. All about DPS. So I'm going the DPS route. Whatever you want to do, like you can get your all res here and your armor here, but I don't need it. Okay, we talked about specializations for preparation, like this one basically. If we have any skill on cooldown, we just press death trap, and all the skills are coming off cooldown. You see like how we, like no skill has cooldown. Like I'm pressing all my buttons basically. Like you can also do this, press all your buttons, and it never has any cooldown. So it's a super chill preparation. You just spend all this energy and you get it back immediately. Very good, very good. Boss powers. So we're rocking Beast in the Ice. Very early on, this one is helping us to keep our Frigid Finesse up, our multipliers, because Rogue has a lot of conditional multipliers that revolve around the target being frozen. So if you manage to freeze the target, you get extra multipliers. And you see this is like a big AoE, like this is the ice that I'm shooting out here. And this ice is freezing everything. It's very good. However, if you are like not good on your death trap cooldown, you can also use the Urivars. You see 14 seconds, and if I play this, it goes down to 12 seconds, because this one, the Urivars gives you the cooldown reduction, which can help you if you're missing the sub 15 second breakpoint. However, end game, you want to play Beast in Ice. Then we have Belial's I-Beam. Obviously, we overpower on every hit, so we're going to get the big multiplier here, 1.3. Cinerit's Flame, another 1.25 multiplier. And then the Harbinger, we just use this to basically get another 1.3 multiplier against vulnerable targets. And again, we make stuff vulnerable when we have concealment. You see, like, it makes stuff vulnerable, I think, for 6 seconds. The skill that breaks concealment. So you press concealment, make stuff vulnerable, and you reset its cooldown. So press concealment, make stuff vulnerable, press concealment, make stuff vulnerable, press concealment, make stuff vulnerable. And then you also do press concealment, press shadow imbue, boom, 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 boom. And then you dash whenever you need to dash. So this build is insane, guys. Like, I can't tell it often enough. Yeah, that's not the boss powers. Again, they're also on the plan. I'm going to show you my stats real quick, like, because people always ask. So this is my stats here. Again, almost max rest. Again, not really that important. Attack speed, I have 100%. So I'm basically at the cap. If I would have triple crit, I would be at the cap. So you want to be at 100% attack speed. That's why I rolled attack speed here. So be at the cap, 100% is the cap, and I'm at 99.2. Crit chance is one more thing here. We might optimize this in the future, but we also get guaranteed crit from concealment. So whenever we press concealment, death trap, we're guaranteed to crit. But sometimes, you see, like, there's numbers that are not crits because I can't press it fast enough or something. So I'm still, like, figuring out exactly, like, I don't think we need any crit. You see here 200 billion, and it just keeps going up. But, yeah, we basically just want to blast the concealment, and then that makes you crit. So even if I only have 30 crit chance, that makes me crit on, like, almost all my hits, basically. Big overpower damage here. I now have, what was it? I think buffed 3.5 or something. Let me see again. Yeah, like 3.5k overpower damage. all damage, and then like damage with ultimates, the big multipliers. And then like here's my defensive stats. Like again, I don't have armor cap right now, but I don't feel like we need it at all. We have also max movement speed, 200% max, like we just move around, but we basically never have to move anyways because we just go. Okay, I think that's the stats. Now for the skill tree. So this is what we're rocking here. Puncture like nothing in the core section basically. We have Shadow Step. This one also gives you damage reduction if you're doing high pits. But again, for the most part, I'm not even pressing this. Like, we just need to press these two buttons like I showed you earlier. And then if you want to go try hard and you want to go, like, pits beyond 100, like, you can use Shadow Step, you can use your Caltrops, you can use your, like, other stuff. But we just get all the multipliers here. Concealment is important offensively. And then we just, like, more multipliers here. Shadow Imbuement here with the multipliers. Frigid Finesse here. Malice. Exploit, like just all the multipliers. Like Rogue has so many multipliers here. You obviously want to max out the Death Trap and you want to max out the Aftermath. We went over that earlier. And then here more multipliers. And then you play Momentum. So in terms of Paragon board, guys, I have a very like 220 Paragon version. The Paragon board is not super optimized. There's definitely, what the fuck is this? More stuff to be cooked with the Paragon. But the base principle remains the same. So there's like explosive glyph here that's very strong. Big multiplier again for the grenades. We are rocking a deadly ambush. We are rocking ambush. See, there's like, I missed that point. Then we are rocking no witness with versatility. We are rocking Headhunter here. With Eldritch Bounty, if you have more points, this is just a 220 board. If you have more points, guys, and you need one res or you feel like you're dying, you can always spec into the res here, right? Like you just go up here, go into the res, but this is a 220 Paragon board. And then you go up here with Dense, Macabre. This is also the reason why you want to press your mobility skills to get 75x for one cast. And then the Caniglyph here. So that's basically how the Paragon board looks. There's also like another version here that's already 240. So there's like a ton of stuff you can do here with a ton of the multipliers. Overall, you just want to make sure you have the damage, guys. I don't really feel like you need the res. But if you're playing hardcore, you want to be probably res and armor cap. But I just feel like this build just doesn't need it, you know. It's so OP, it's so crazy. Like, you don't need it. I'm going to show you like, what do you want to see? Like a boss kill? Like what I do on the boss, basically. And then we do a pit. And that's fine. So again, we just go to Belial here, for example. So first thing we do is we want to get our momentum stacks. So just start blasting basically. Press the trap. See, we're going to stack up to 10. Okay, we're stacked up. Then we summon Belial. We get ready to play the piano. Shortly before he summons, we want to press Caltrops. We press piano. And then we just hold Q and piano. Hold Q, piano. And that's it. He dead. So Q piano. Or like QW or Q piano. Like whatever you want to do. We can summon him. You can do it one more time. So just make sure you have the momentum stacks before you go. You can already start pressing Q. Get ready. Piano. And just blast him. That's the hardest boss in the game, T4. This build is insane, man. And I don't even have like all my glyphs leveled and stuff. Like some of my glyphs here. Like I have some level, but like level 60, level 70 glyphs and stuff. Like it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. And you can get some pretty decent gear here. And we can probably also do a quick pit if you want to see. I mean, I've already shown you one, but like we can just do another. I always like to do the 5-tier pit -1. It feels like it's very good. One very good tip if you want to speed farm pits, guys. I like to do, when you're not as strong yet, when you're just like basically getting ready to T4, I would always suggest you to farm pit 54. This is like one pit minus, one pit below Torment 4. And what this one does is it allows you to not have all the penalty. You see, you get like a big penalty for being in T4. Or on the T4 Shredhold breakpoint. So you need a lot less armor and a lot less res and a lot less damage to do T4 -1. So pit 54 is a very nice breakpoint for farming if you're not as powerful yet. However, this build's giga strong. Like we already like, you know, into the pit 105. But For speedrun, like I like to do like a 69 for the memes is very good, but I think this build's powerful enough. We can do like a 79. Like this is just speedrun. Like ideally you want to do pits about 60 to 90 seconds. Obviously sometimes you can get screwed by like a very bad layout, but the idea is basically to do pits. So again, we get momentum. We get momentum stacks, we use Death Trap to reset stuff, and yeah, we just basically blast. So again, here just piano and QW. You see how I'm basically pulling everything all the time, and the DPS goes crazy. The pulling is like what I really love about this build. Like you're not gonna like run into any problems because you just pull everything. Like in case some monster stands on another side or something, like you just pull it. And it goes completely wild. So see, I'm not even pressing any of my like caltrops or something. Like, you know, you can, if the packs take longer, like if you go like, I don't know, like higher, you go like pit 100 or something. Oh, that's a big dead end. You probably want to do that at some point. But again, you don't really have to. So you just basically, I always hold the Death Trap key. I think that's definitely the easiest thing to do. Just hold the Death Trap key. Obviously, like, I'm a bit slower when I'm explaining this stuff. I can show you some blast runs like next days. But ideally, you want definitely 60 to 90 seconds. I'm definitely going to get some 90 here. So here, boom, 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 blast these. You go in. It pixels everything. You can even like take the monsters with you on the right. I also really like this in a group because you're really helping out your teammates as well with this. So on the boss, you can press F once and boss sayonara. That's it. That's basically how it goes, guys. And I'm going to level my glyph. Boom, it goes up. So yeah, that's the build, my friends. Again, it's very cool. You don't really have to do much. And this is one of the most fun builds of the season. And obviously, this is an S tier build, my friends. The planners are linked below. This is like topping the tier list. Like one of the basically the only rogue build. I think that's S tier right now. And it's not quite as crazy as the Lightning Spear Sork. But this has now done, I think, like pit 106 is done here. And probably going to do 110. Or maybe even a bit higher at some point. So, yeah, it's looking pretty cool, man. And also the Rogue is a very fine-looking class. There's lots of cool transmogs you can do. This is the Beauty in Sin transmog. And, I mean, I would say she's looking fine, my friends. And the Rogue is super fun with this build. I was actually kind of surprised that I'm having so much fun on the Rogue class. But, yeah, chat voted, and we made a Rogue. And we're probably going to make a Barb soon. But, yeah, if you want to have some fun this season, guys, I think this is actually the most fun I had yet in this season, because this build's just so insane, super tanky, super mobile, insane DPS, and one of the best builds overall in the season. I hope you enjoyed, my friends. Let me know what you think below. Also, the planners, everything is going to be there. If you have any more questions, let me know. I might make a follow-up with some more details. Check out Mippy's guide as well. Super cool stuff, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Take it easy. GG.